Okay, guys, we're almost done. Going live in like few seconds. Okay, so we're good. So let me share my screen and we can kick it off. Okay, guys, do you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, guys, so you see, I never forget stuff because I put my notes, YouTube live. So we're live on YouTube. I forgot it once, so that's why I put reminder. So thank you everyone for joining our first hack series of 20. I was gonna say 21, but it's not 21, 2026. We have 17 of the best operators, founders of Amazon Agency SaaS who's gonna share some of their best strategies to kick off the year. And why we do that? Because Amazon changes like the wind, like the weather. This is snowing in Florida. So to avoid such surprise, we're gonna share some hacks which you guys can use for your Amazon business in 2026. So here are our sponsors today. 𝗲𝗏𝗧 is our title sponsor. I'm gonna mention everybody else later on. But here is a short information about myself. I'm happy to know all the guys who are gonna share some hacks today. I'm Nick Penev. I'm the co-founder of Extreme Power Brands, 𝗕𝗰𝗵𝗇𝗧 and the 10x5 hack series. Even though they're not 10x5 anymore, we have 15 plus speakers today. What they do, I have a partnership advisory agency where we help 𝗀𝗘𝗧 and 100 other companies in the ecom space to grow for partnership. Best way to grow, we avoid paid marketing like the plague. And last, I'm a webinar host. As you guys see, I've hosted over 400 webinars. And I had the pleasure to do that with some of those guys here and many more. And the last but not the least, I've been fully remote since 2010, long before it was cool. So let's go to our sponsors today. The first and our title sponsor is 𝗲𝗏𝗧. They're powering content for the AI era. You can uncover actionable data points and signals that set you up for profit, dominance over competition, and long-term success. You can get actually 10%, 50% off for 3 months with 𝗲𝗏𝗧, and you can have like 10 days free to check it out. You can uncover market trends, growing and declining categories, research any brand, product, or seller, review engineering competitors, ad strategies, Amazon AI scorecard, and visibility monitor, and you can access data to support any growth strategy on Amazon. I'm gonna give you some times for you guys to actually scan the QR code and take advantage of that. I'm gonna count 30 seconds in my head. And even if you join later on, we're gonna send all those promotions from our sponsors tomorrow with the recording. Okay, now let's go to the next sponsor. So our next main sponsor is like 𝗀𝗘𝗧 and our expansion to Europe blueprint. In other words, a lot of sellers have no clue that Europe is a huge market. 900 billion is what we do in e-commerce revenue here. And the one thing that sellers don't know, Amazon has only 20% market share and only 1% of Amazon US sellers sell across Europe. In other words, it's a wide open market. So, but of course you have no clue how much money you can make, so we can actually help you out with that. Get in touch with us, message me at np@𝗀𝗘𝗧.com, and we're gonna do a research. We're gonna show you how much money you can make, and then we can help with the VAT, product compliance, localization, translation, and the logistics. In other words, we're gonna open the market free, but the main thing, we're gonna show you how much money you can make. So don't be afraid, it's free. And if you decide to go for the package, each brand can get $300 in discounts to actually supplement your expansion. Our next sponsor is 𝗵𝗰𝗍𝗍. That's Klaidas. He's going to share a hack in a few minutes. So 𝗵𝗰𝗍𝗍 is a full-service Amazon account management agency. They're trusted to scale brands from 50K to 30 million per year. They provide brand registry, PDP optimization, and catalog management of your plate, a long-term structured PPC strategy aligned with your goals, dedicated account executive for your brand, clear ongoing communication with the 𝗵𝗰𝗍𝗍 team. So real data-proven growth result. You can unlock a €500 off your first full account management. That's probably $600. Dollars is cheap right now. So for the US peeps, that's a great deal for you guys. And you can scan the QR code if you want to take advantage of that. I'm gonna give you a few seconds to do that if you want. Okay, next we go to our next sponsor, 𝗵𝗃𝗃. 𝗃𝗃𝗃 is the only AI-driven solution that detects negative reviews outside of Amazon policies and guidelines. Many of you probably have no clue about that, so you should never miss a damaging review again. They have a Rufus review sign-on checklist. You can get it for free. So go ahead and scan the QR code, guys, and check it out. Okay, now we go to our next sponsor. So our next sponsor is 𝗕𝗓𝗧. With 6,000 plus successful launches and 99.79% success rate, they have helped over 5,000 brands from startups to nine-figure enterprises achieve top visibility across Amazon, Walmart, TikTok Shop, and more. You can go ahead and unlock their offer, 50% off for the first 100 orders. You can call them, you can message them at hello@𝗕𝗓𝗧.com, or go ahead and scan the QR code if you want to claim your offer. Okay, next we go to our another partner, Swap. So Shane is taking down negative reviews, Swap for helping you to get reviews in a compliant way. So Swap, customers don't belong to platforms. I fully agree with that. So Swap helps Amazon sellers increase repeat purchases, build customer loyalty, and grow reviews. Create unlimited flows and campaigns. Only pay for customers you actually capture, and reviews you actually get. So you can scan the QR code, and I strongly recommend that so you can actually take advantage of that. Okay, now we go to our next sponsor, Bopyo, and his company 𝗬𝗓𝗧𝗪. You can clone your competitors' best images. So that's some James Bond Amazon stuff, guys. AI-powered visual analysis for maximum Amazon sales. You can start your free trial today, and you can get 35% discount of your monthly or annual plans. Coupon code 𝗬𝗓𝗧𝗪35 expires on February 1st in a few days. So you guys can scan the QR code and take advantage of that. Go and spy on your competitors. Don't be shy. Okay, now we go to our next sponsor, Anything.ai. This is the only poll that tells you why. 100%, 100 times faster than human panels. AI reviews exactly why images convert or don't. How to generate winning alternatives. So go ahead and guys scan the QR code, and you're gonna get 50% of their pro package, or you're gonna save $150 on your first 3 months with their pro package. So go ahead and scan that. Okay, and last but not the least, that's my company, 𝗕𝗵𝗄, we're the media sponsor of the event. And 𝗕𝗵𝗄 is a weekly newsletter media company with over 100,000 Amazon and e-com brands and subscribers. And the winner today is gonna win a free monthly feature in our 𝗕𝗵𝗄 newsletter worth $2,000. Okay, and here are the hacks, guys. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves in a minute, but here is gonna be the flow. Each speaker is gonna have, Scott is the title sponsor, so he gets 10 minutes to share the hack. Everybody else is gonna have 5 minutes to share their hack, and at the end, you guys would be able to vote for the best hack. So that's what we're gonna do. We start the hack, we start the timer. At the end of the hack, I'm gonna mention the number of the hack, and you guys can write down the number. Then after that, when you get a hack which you think is better, you can scratch the previous one, and at the end, you should have one clear winner. Of course, if you have two, I mean, you cannot vote for two, so you need to choose one over the other. So let's start, guys, and I'm gonna invite our first speaker today, which is Scott Needham, and I have a funny and actually interesting story with Scott. The first webinar that I ever did, I was a guest with Scott exactly 5 years ago, and it was all by accident. No, one of my clients got scared. They didn't want to speak at the webinar, and they told me, okay, or I'm not going to speak. And I said, okay, screw that. I'm going to do it. And 5 years later, Scott is a guest on my webinar. So Scott, man,
thank you.
A lot of people know you in the industry. And one funny thing, I even messed up your name. I didn't call it Scott. I call it Steve or something like that on the platform.
Well, Nick, have you said you've done 100 webinars since then?
No, man, 300 or
300.
More. Yeah,
that's like one a week.
No, man, I think we used to do like 2 or 3 per week, but right now we do less. But anyways,
all right,
man.
Well, I'm honored to be a part of your first one, and if you ended tomorrow, this would be your last one, and so I'll be there for both.
Yeah, you call the cycle. So, guys, here is Scott. Scott, please introduce yourself, and once you're ready, let me know. I'm gonna turn on the timer.
All right. Well, let's jump in. I probably can be a lot faster than 10 minutes because I think it's pretty straightforward. And so the last thing I want to be is another person just like throwing AI without giving you guys something able to do. We're going to talk about AI. You guys could do this today, and you've never seen anything like this. We just launched this like 2 days ago, literally. So 10 years ago, if you told an Amazon seller about, like, hey, are you using the right keywords? Are you getting the keywords with the most search volume? That was like, the aha moment. And Amazon sellers like made sure that their listings had the right keywords. That was really new. And if you see the conversations, and actually you probably have all used AI, and you know that there's more understanding than just like just a keyword. Like there's a deep understanding of your product, your listings, your category, what's trending, and so forth. And so in some ways we're moving beyond. Let's get the slide going. We're moving beyond.
Yes, Cotton, did you start the presentation?
Yeah. I did.
Okay, man, go ahead.
Okay. And we're moving beyond keywords, and like, AI is reading content and understands it in ways that like it's actually kind of shocking. I mean, just yesterday I'm explaining to my 80-year-old parents about AI, and my mom actually had a health condition that it helped her out. So like it's really impacting a lot of people. And as we see, Rufus gets a lot of usage, gets a lot of impressions, and it has come a long way. I was totally down on Rufus 2 years ago. I mean, like it just seemed like whatever, but like Amazon's in for the long run. They tweak it, they improve it, they're making it more relevant to everything, and shocking amount of usage. Not too shocking considering how many people actually use Amazon on a weekly basis. Like it's an insane amount of people. An insane amount of people use ChatGPT. But there's one thing that's very interesting about if you in the analysis of ChatGPT, that 2% of conversations, they're about shopping. And so I've really thought about like, what does it mean to be an Amazon seller? What does it mean to be a brand right now? And to be able to capture some of that value, some of that traffic that's about that. And really that's just getting visibility. How, like, this is a question that I'll probably be answering myself for the next year, but like, how do you improve your visibility in ChatGPT? And last quarter, my product was like 9th in the recommendation, and we worked our butt off. I've got Michael Rads on the call as well, and like by the end of by New Year's, we got in 3rd place. So I've got a little bit of a understanding on how you can improve your position and the likelihood that ChatGPT is recommending your products. But like, I heard Amazon blocks ChatGPT. That's not true. They block some of the use cases. They don't allow agentic shopping, but ChatGPT searches Amazon. They search the internet for Amazon links. And I've seen them, if you look in the logs, like it'll tell you all the searches that it's doing. And sometimes it's doing just a product search. And so this is what I did yesterday. Like, I did not plan to include this, but I was like, I want to buy creatine. I wanted to see their cart experience, but I was surprised to see the number one product, the number one recommendation is an Amazon link. So, okay. I want ChatGPT to like throw my Amazon link, and that's what we've been working through. So Amazon has their 𝗀𝗧, which is their common sense knowledge AI. Think of it like it's like powering their understanding of products. And this paper that was released about 18 months ago, I think, they say that there's 15 questions that Amazon is trying to understand about Amazon products. So they look at your listing and they're like, okay, there's 15 questions that we're trying to understand. And here they are. Here's the 15 questions. Like, what is the product? What function does it perform? Skipping through, who is the product for? Who typically uses it? What is it paired with? What part of the body does it interact with? They're trying to understand all these 15 questions to see how it fits in an average person's experience in their life. And so, so that, you know, a product may work for a 15-year-old kid, or it may work for an 80-year-old grandma in different situations. And those are the kind of the nuances that like AI is really good at compared to just the keyword approach. And so we have built we call it an AI scorecard that scores your product based off of these 15 questions. And we give you an overall grade. Now, if you've ever created a listing, you know, you throw in those keywords and then you just like leave, you're done. You're like, okay, got the keywords. I never need to come back again. But what's really interesting about this is like, we give you a grade. You can then run an assessment again, you know, when the content updates, and then you can see, did we improve our grade? So it can be something that like gives you a way to pull your content forward and know that like you're answering these questions. And in the trial that we're offering, like you guys can get free access to this today. And I just want to show you, I'm picking on one of my products that I sell. Me and my brother, we have a private label business, and we didn't do so hot. We got a D on it, and it shows specifically, you know, where, which like what events or situations is the product used for. We clearly can do better on that. We bring in all the images. So there's only 4 images, and we bring all the written content, the description and so forth, and we score it. On the left side here is like the written. Are we answering this question in our written content, or are you answering the question in the visual? So we take all the images and score them as well. So, you know, clearly we have a lot of low-hanging fruit, easy things we could do to improve our grade. Now, this is something like, you know, you can do, gives you ways to improve your product, very clear direction, gives you suggestion. But we went a little step further. I'm like, okay, so we have a grader, but is it actually working? Like, are we getting recommended more often? So we, you know, let's take this. This is the same creatine product, for example, and be like, is this product getting recommended through ChatGPT? And can I figure this out in a more systematized way? Not just like a one-off query, like best creatine to buy, but like, you know, we were asking 5, 10, 20 times over the course of a few like days. Like we track it day by day to see how things are going. And we're asking, you know, around topics and specific prompts, like what's the best unflavored micronized creatine monohydrate? I like great creatine. Give me the best. That sounds actually like something that someone would write in ChatGPT, and it'd be really interesting to know the results. It'd be really interesting to know the results over time to see how this market changes. And so the moment you put this into the Smart Scout visibility monitor, you can start tracking it. And this is like the type of results that you'll get. You'll be like, okay, Thorn, you are visible 100% of the time. We're asking for 5 to 10 results. And every single time, these ones are coming back: Thorn, Naked, and German creatine. So they're clearly at the top. And there's another really strong one here, Optimum, but one time it didn't come back with it.
1 minute left.
Okay. And then we look at this at the brand level. Thorn is in second place. And let me show you how this looks we're at the end. If I can actually get to the tabs, I have to close tabs. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at the Zoom thing. So yeah, this is what it looks like. I didn't do the Thorn product, but this is all of it together where we're asking for some portable power for camping and to see how visible you are. So this has been a lot of fun for us to develop to give you guys something like just answer the question like, are we visible on ChatGPT? Are we visible on Rufus? Like, are we AI ready? And just give you a thumbs up or a thumbs down, or maybe you're in the middle of the road. And so you guys can try this today for 10 days for free using the coupon code SmartHack, or you can scan this code. So again, and we're letting this for just like 1 week. We're having this coupon code work. So that's just SmartHack, all caps, and that's all I've got. I got to get under the 10 minutes.
Yeah, thanks, Scott. So time is up, man.
Okay.
Great hack. Everybody, if Jeff doesn't see you, nobody sees you. So make sure that you know if you're visible on Amazon. So everyone, this was the first hack. This was I was gonna say Jeff Bezos, man. I'm all messed up. This is not Jeff Bezos, Scott Needham. But he is one of the biggest sellers ever on Amazon. He's the closest to Jeff that we can ever get. So write down number one guy, that's Scott Needham, moving beyond keywords, powering content for the AI era. If you like the hack, write down the number and you can vote for Scott in the end. Thanks, Scott. Okay, so guys, let's go to number two. Our number two today is Shane Barker, how Rufus interprets your listing and what to fix. So Shane, please introduce yourself for the people that don't know. Once you're ready, let me know. I'm going to turn on the timer. Luis, I see you have a question. We don't answer questions, man. It's going to take forever. Just quick hacks. Then we're going to share the contacts of our speakers. You can chat with them as much as you want. You're going to have all their contacts, all their stuff tomorrow. So let's go, guys. Shane.
So first and foremost, hey, Scott, thanks for your presentation. The only thing I didn't like about Scott's presentation is that he offered 50% off, and I signed up for his software 3 months ago, and I'm paying full price. So I would highly recommend that if you're seeing this right now, click that link and go and sign up for it. Scott, we can talk about the discount later on my $50 or whatever it is. We should be fine. Well, hey, thank you guys. Once again, not start my presentation yet, but I will tell you, my name is Shane Barker. I'm the owner of TraceFuse. We help sellers obviously get rid of their critical reviews that violate Amazon's guidelines. And I'm also very honored. I don't say this too often, but we got some big hitters on here. I recognize a lot of you on here. So I do apologize about everybody getting second place. So I did want to throw that out there as well. I know this is a contest, and we are taking the Pepsi challenge. And so I do notice some people are catching eye contact with me. So those are the people that are probably going to have better presentations than me, but that's okay. We're here. We're making this up. There goes John. I knew he was popping back on. Only way to get John back on there to tell him he's going to get second place. All right. Well, cool. Let's jump into this thing. So what we're going to talk about today is, once again, Rufus and how that's going to affect your product listings. So let's jump right in.
Okay,
Nick, go ahead and give me the hot 10, buddy. Hot 10. All right. So how Rufus interrupts or interprets your Amazon's listings, your product listings, and how to fix it. So here's the thing. Rufus is here, right? We all know that. We hear about it on a daily basis. We hear Joe and everybody talking about the AI side of things. Guess what? It's not going anywhere. So you need to go in and you need to be able to take a look at this and understand what is Rufus, how are they going to analyze your product listings, and is it good, bad, or ugly, right? And so we really want to take a look at that. So the thing is Rufus doesn't just read your listing, it learns from your reviews, right? That's going to be one of the number one indicators for Rufus. So you're going to go and take a look at that. So once again, if you have the wrong information or information that's bad, I'm not talking about reviews that maybe means that you need to, improve your product or you need to do some things. Those are all things that's constructive criticism that can be beneficial. It might hurt a little bit from a review perspective, but you want to make sure that there's no like FBA related stuff or mentioning pricing or cussing or those types of things that are against Amazon's guidelines and that can be removed. So Amazon's AI obviously insights most sellers miss and how you can fix it safely, right? All right, let's jump in. So how Rufus understands your product. So once again, Rufus builds all of the evaluations off the understanding your multiple signals, right? And not all signals are created equal. As I talked about, customer reviews are going to be one of the biggest trust signals that Amazon has. Also the star rating, your content listing, whether you optimize your title, your bullet points, all that kind of stuff, and then customer questions and answers. Now, Reviews obviously are going to be weighted a little heavier. And the reason why we know that is because the content that you write in your product listings obviously is going to be very pro your product, which is awesome, right? We want to put our best foot forward. But at the end of the day, Rufus is going to look at those reviews and say, okay, that's awesome. You think you're awesome, but what does everybody else think, right? So you got to make sure you're taking a look at those reviews. Rufus trusts customers more than sellers, right? That just makes sense. If your reviews are wrong, Rufus learns the wrong story about your product. So I'm going to say that one more time. If your products are wrong, Rufus learns the wrong story about your products. So if you ignore Rufus, that doesn't mean Rufus isn't going to come up with an evaluation that could make your product, say things about your product that are untrue, right? Or things that you can get removed. So let's talk about this. Negative reviews do hurt, obviously it hurts conversions, right? I think that's an aha moment, and we all get that. What sellers expect is obviously lower conversion rate, fewer clicks. What really happens is that Rufus miscalculates your product, right? It talks about wrong keywords get associated with that. You also get listings appear to be irrelevant in certain searches, and then long-term visibility suppression. Negative reviews don't just make you lose sales. They obviously train the algorithm against you, right? So once again, the algorithm's coming. You can't stop that. But what you can do is better understand what the algorithm's going to see. And that's what we want to talk about today. So some of the things, most common signals that hurt your rankings obviously can be, you know, somebody says that it's too small. Not much you can do about that if they say it's too small in the sense of filing against Amazon's guidelines. That's not, you know, illegal or something that Amazon would remove. Arrived broken? Well, guess what? That's perceived value of the item. People can say, hey, this was 2 weeks late and I absolutely hated the product. No, you didn't hate the product, you hated the shipping, right? That's really what that comes down to. And that is something that you can file on and get Amazon to remove. Didn't work. Once again, false, you know, like something there was a problem with the product. That could be a shipping issue. That could be a problem with your product. And then competitor review bombing. Obviously, that happens. You know, people coming in and giving you 1 stars, 2 stars, or giving them over and over and over. That's obviously going to, you know, it makes it so your competitors go up higher than you. That's obviously not a great thing, but you want to make sure that you're evaluating it. But even negative, fake, and abusive reviews still can influence Rufus, right? So at the end of the day, if you're not monitoring those reviews. And so once again, you want to do everything you can to be able to monitor that and be able to get those removed. So I'm going to show you guys some reviews today. This is one: poor quality, runs small. Came very late. That's obviously an Amazon FBA thing. If you're shipped out of Amazon, runs very small, thin material. So this is something that if I, you know, as Trace users, this is what we do. This is something that we would file on because once again, it did come late. That is a problem with the shipping, not a problem with the product. But we can't guarantee, well, you can't guarantee Amazon will remove any reviews. But this one is going to be like, I would say, a 50-50 chance. This one right here, though, this one says doesn't work.
1 minute left. 1 minute left.
All right. 𝗕𝗄𝗏 works, right? But here, let's just, I'm just going to go to the end of these. These are all reviews that, once again, mentions pricing here. You can't do that. That is one that you have to take a look at. Another one, this one mentions Kate Farms and says, hey, this is a better product. This is another one that it looks about the size and everything. So, hey, what can you do? Really, I'm going to get to the end of this thing so you guys know. What we want to do is you really want to evaluate what your products look like and what Amazon and Rufus is going to see. You click on this QR code. It's going to take you over to this little checklist. And once again, you just check this. And then what you guys can do at the bottom is you guys can click on this link right here. This will take you over to here. You put in your product. And when you put in your product, what's going to happen there is you're going to be able to see this right here. This will show your reviews. This is going to show which ones are in violation of Amazon's guidelines. You also can get an evaluation of what Rufus is going to see. If there's a lot of shipping things, you want to make sure you nip that in the bud and be able to get that done. Once again, going and clicking that QR code, going over there and doing that, and this is all going to be free. It doesn't cost you anything. And you guys also, make sure you guys subscribe. I'm going to put this into our Fuse News. We have about 8,000 people. And then also make sure to follow me on LinkedIn. I'm #2 in the world for Amazon FBA. I'm very proud of that. Go follow me over there. And once again, vote for #2 if you feel intrigued, if you feel like time is now. Thank you guys so much. And Nick, thank you so much. And you guys, yes.
Thanks, Shane. Great stuff, man. So everyone, this is #2, Shane Barker, how Rufus interprets your listing and what to fix. Make sure to follow Shane. If you like him, of course, vote for him and then. So now we go to _3, my favorite digit. So let's go to _3. #3 is Andrew Smith. Andrew, his hack is on the man. Once you're ready, tell me. Let's go and we're gonna turn on the timer.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Am I coming in okay? I was
Yeah,
a little
all
lag
good.
earlier. Okay, sweet. So nice to meet everyone. I'm Andrew Smith, founder of 𝗀𝗏. Shane, that was an awesome presentation. Would highly suggest following his newsletter. It's one of my favorites in the space. So what do? We introduce agency to Amazon. What does that mean? At an actual physical level, it means QR codes. And I'll dive deeper into our platform right after this. My platform is the presentation. Each one of these QRs is a unique link that gives a unique offer and understands that it's a unique verified Amazon purchase. Our goal, sorry, let me just share my screen here. Our goal in our platform.
Okay, Andrew, you ready? Do you start?
Yeah. You good?
Okay, man, let's go then. Turning the timer on.
Okay. So first and foremost, what do these QRs do? They power two things. The biggest one being agency, which enables the two things, which are repurchases, retention. So how do you actually introduce LTV? How do you understand your customer? I'm selling swapped, I'm selling QRs. The first thing I want to do when we get a customer is call them, see why they purchased, see what they were interested in. If you sell on Amazon, you have all these strangers buying your product. You have no way of doing that. So what we'll do is we'll put these QRs. The first thing you do is you design and activate, make them custom to your actual branding. The next thing you do is once you scan one of these QRs, and again, they're all unique, so they'll work once. We have some integrations with printers, any printer in the world to be able to do this. That first goes once you scan to a default page. You'll set that up. I'll show you in a second. Creates the customer. We then integrate with Amazon's unique promotional codes. So in Seller Central, you can create a unique promo code and ingest this into what we call, this is a flow or automation after you scan the code. Will connect to any sort of CRM you have. So if you have a CRM, like for example, 𝗀𝗵𝗇, then we'll give a success page with that Amazon promo code to bring people back for more. And then you can have delays, send emails, A/B test different emails as well from our platform. So now you're able to actually send and communicate with your customer in order to get them to get repeat purchases. And what happens when you scan this code is you actually land on this landing page. So you can design these landing pages. They're drag and drop, makes it extremely easy to, for example, give cross-sells, upsells, help your customer understand what else is in your catalog, as well as drive purchases through, drive discounts through, and like a very big compliment to what Shane was just mentioning with reviews, help push a review. So the main thing with that is that Amazon is very, very strict on the reviews. There's a lot of platforms that do QRs that will shut your brand down, actually basically all of them, which causes skepticism for ours. But what we make sure every single client of ours does is there is no sort of incentive tied to the review. So if you're doing a review ask, like a little review button, you cannot put a discount on the page. So that's super important, really big piece of what we do. And that's it. Here's the QR code. I'll leave that on for a second, let people scan it if they're interested in learning more. And yeah, thank you, everybody.
Okay, Andrew. So everyone, this is number 3. Thanks for your hack. So number 3, Andrew Smith, own the relationship, not just the sale. If you like the hack, make sure to vote for Andrew at number 3 at the end. And now, guys, we go to number 4, Alina 𝗏𝗏. Ranking tactics, how top sellers stay on page 1. Alina, did I say your last name correctly? 𝗏𝗏? No, 𝗏𝗏.
No, but it's fine. It's
Oh,
not an
man.
easy name to say. It's Vlaic.
𝗏𝗏, okay, man, that was my first attempt. Anyway, guys, so Alina 𝗏𝗏, guys, now she's gonna. Alina, please introduce yourself. Once you're ready, let me know. I'm gonna turn on the timer.
Okay, thank you. Hi, everybody. Nice to be here. Thanks, Nick, for having me. Yeah, so I'm Alina. I'm the founder of AZ Rank. We are a small agency that help brands or sellers launch on Amazon or other marketplaces. And my presentation today is not going to be on Amazon. It's going to be on TikTok because it's the new, hot topic out there for a few months or years now. So we have been. I'm gonna start, Nick, so you can.
Okay,
start
let's
the
go.
timer.
Let's go.
I hope. Did I share it?
Not yet. I don't see it. Okay, now I see.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so how to win the TikTok shop reviews game? Everybody knows that reviews is a sensitive topic. Like Andrew mentioned, on Amazon, it's extremely difficult to get reviews, and everybody knows that. On TikTok, though, for now, it's not that difficult, and it's a little bit more easy. As you've mentioned before, this is these are a few words about 𝗕𝗓𝗠𝗃. We've been on the market since 2018. We've launched more than 6,000 products across more than 500 brands all over the world and on all kinds of marketplaces. TikTok Shop is the newest that we have. Now, on TikTok Shop, there are very atypical, let's say, metrics that can interfere with your well-being on TikTok Shop. And one of them is the negative review rate. Negative review rate can be a problem for you even if you have like 2 reviews. If you have 2 reviews and one of them is a 5-star and one of them is a 2-star, you have a problem because your product is unavailable for creators. Negative review rate means that TikTok Shop does not allow your products to be visible, neither for buyers nor for creators. And your main goal on TikTok Shop is to get your product on TikTok in general, is to have influencers and creators do videos and speak about your products, right? So if your products are unavailable for this type of collaborations, they're called open collaboration. As you can see, this is a screenshot for some of my products, actually, because this is a hack that I've just discovered in real life. The products were unavailable for collaborations. That means we needed to improve this negative review rate fast. And the way we found this to work is that TikTok has something that hopefully will be there for a while. Customers can leave a review for each specific product that they purchase. That means that if your friend purchases your product 5 times, same product, they can leave 5 reviews and all of them can go live. That is very helpful in improving your review rate, also as stars and also as percentages. This is real, and we've tested this for across multiple campaigns. This is a screenshot from one of our clients that, as you can see, the name 𝗵𝗰𝗸 is in 3 times here, but this lady left a bunch of reviews on this. I know it's a little bit in the, let's say, gray area, but it works, and it can be a very fast and reliable solution to get you out of the woods if you run in trouble on TikTok. So you can either do this yourself, which is very easy if you have a few friends to purchase your product. If you need more professional help, we can do this through 𝗕𝗓𝗠𝗃. We have a new service called TikTok Launch Lab. We help with the product launches and getting things to move faster on TikTok Shop. This is how you can get in contact with us, either on email or on our website. This is my QR code, and as I said, your special offer for this great webinar. And that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Alina. So everyone, this is number 4, Alina Vlaic, ranking tactics, how top sellers stay on page 1. And now we go to number 5, Klaidas. He told me not to pronounce his last name, but I'm gonna try anyways. So it's Klaidas Siuipys. Is that right, man? The CR league.
It's close enough. Klaidas Siuipys.
Okay, man.
Right. So, hi everyone. My name is Klaidas. I'm from 𝗵𝗰𝗇𝗫. We are essentially an agency that manages Amazon accounts full service. We are the team you would hire to grow your brand to its full potential. So, Nick, I'm gonna start sharing my screen.
Okay, man. So once start sharing, we can start.
All right. Give me a second. There we go. All right. You see my screen,
so
right?
let's go. Yeah, it's here. Let's go.
Awesome. Perfect. So This is something that we are doing on a weekly basis in the accounts that are already selling at a decent enough velocity. If you're a new seller on Amazon, what I'm going to show you, you might be doing on a monthly basis or a bi-weekly basis, but this type of audit, we want to make sure that we're absolutely utilizing and finding those places where our click-through rate, our conversion rate is essentially leaking. So, and the next slide. There we go, right? So what is the CTR leak, right? We are essentially looking for keywords where you're advertising, but your metrics are significantly below the market averages, which means that you are just bleeding money, right? Click-through rate isn't enough, right? You might have great click-through rate. So, it answers, why do customers click? Your conversion rate answers, was it the right choice to make that click for them, right? For the customer, was it the right choice? So in this case, what we want to do, we want to download the SQP, the Search Query Performance Report. It could be on the weekly basis, monthly basis. In this case, I believe it might have been a monthly basis report. And from that report, we really want to take a look at the total impressions, ASIN impressions, total clicks, ASIN clicks, purchases, etc. And from that, we want to create our own new tabs for the market click-through rate, your own ASIN click-through rate, the delta, right? Market conversion rate, your own ASIN conversion rate, and the delta. And based on those metrics, you are essentially comparing your click-through rate and your conversion rate to the market average. And this way you're able to see, which keywords are performing better than the market, which means that you might want to scale them, which keywords you have to take a look at, and which keywords you're essentially just should probably stop. Right, so there are the 4 quadrants, right? You have low CTR, high CVR. This is your CTR leak, right? You have high CTR, high CVR. You want to scale those keywords, right? And obviously, low CTR, low CVR, you want to stop. So, for example, in this particular case, right, we have there we go, high CTR, high CVR. You want to scale. You want to do everything in your power to put more ad dollars under these keywords. If there is traffic to absorb, you want to absorb that traffic because you're going to rank there if you're not already ranking on page 1 or top 5 positions. When you have low CTR and low CVR, you essentially have to either deprioritize these types of keywords in your advertising campaigns, or you just want to stop them, right? Because if your delta is such high as, for example, in this case, for the Magic 8-Ball, we really see that if we're spending, any significant amount of money on this particular keyword, most likely we should stop, because it's not necessarily just not helping our organic ranking grow, but it might be actually hurting the keyword families, under Magic 8-Ball. Right? When we have high click-through rate, low conversion rate, it might be a listing issue. It might be a targeting issue where, for example, people enjoy your offer. They think, you have a great product, but when they get into the listing, they don't convert, right? Or they convert less than the keyword average, which means you want to fix your listing or look at the keyword. Maybe you're just spending money on a keyword that, essentially is not really worth it, right? Or you have low click-through rate, high CVR. That's the first impression issue. You might want to take a look at it a little bit closer. Maybe you want to use a little bit more ad positioning. So increase your top of search, add a video, add the display ad, right at the sponsored brand ad at the top, and essentially fix your click-through rate, right? So the final takeaway.
1 minute left.
Yeah, we've got a minute. Yeah, this is my last slide. We have to be on time. So the final takeaway, your click-through rate leaks aren't really necessarily bidding problems, they're decision-making problems, right? So you have to understand, measure, and know where your click-through rate is lower than the market average, where conversion rate is lower than the market average, and the most important part is to actually track these things, right? I don't have any more slides. This is it, right? Vote for number 5.
Okay, guys, so that was 𝗀𝗧. I'm not gonna try the last name again. This number 5, and here's his hack. Number 5, the CTR leak audit. So if you guys like 𝗀𝗧's hack, wait till the end and you're gonna vote. If you leave early, you can watch the recording and you can see the winner, but you're not gonna be able to vote. So stick around. You're paying with 2 hours of your time and you get so much value. which is crazy, man. I should be charging for this stuff. But anyways, let's go to number 6. Hey, Bopyo.
Hey, how are you,
That's
Nick?
Bopyo Park. So here is number 6 Bopyo Park. His hack is clone your competitor's best images. So like we said in the presentation, some James Bond stuff, but not coming from the UK, coming from the Far East. So Bopyo, man, please introduce yourself. Once you're ready, let me know. I'm gonna turn on the timer.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm 𝗵𝗰𝗇𝗧, co-founder of 𝗕𝗃𝗧. Today I'm excited to share a powerful 𝗕𝗃𝗧 hack with you guys, how to clone your competitor best image. So can I share my screen now? I'm gonna
Yes,
do
yes, please
live
do.
demo, yeah. So share this image. So do you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So okay, Nick, I'm gonna start now.
Okay, let's go, man. Start.
Yeah. So imagine if you're selling this product, you probably want to sell like your top competitor. This is a top competitor selling much more than your product, right? So if you want to do that using 𝗕𝗃𝗧, go to ASIN comparison analysis, and then copy your ASIN number here, and then paste your main ASIN here, and then click load. And then second, you need to go to your top competitor ASIN, copy in your top competitor ASIN, and then select use comparison ASIN and paste your ASIN number here, and then click load. When you put your ASIN number and your top competitor ASIN number, 𝗕𝗃𝗧 or loading your information, title, bullet point, description, and everything. So that meaning is you don't need to put manually your information. And then also you can have compare all mode, compare all, compare images, compare flat points and title, compare sage amount and volume. So let's do this compare all. If you do compare all, the AI can generate report like this. So you see the report right here. You will see the image part, and then title flat point part, and then title flat point part why your listing is weaker than your top competitor. So for example, like your title is what is the missing product, what is the missing keyword. AI also recommended the title, and then bullet point also AI recommended the bullet point why you are weaker than your top competitor listing. And also sage amount 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. Also like a weekday or Wednesday, like Friday, all different day. So what's the difference? So this report also you can download the PDF file. Download the PDF file so you can see easily. And then today most important part is the image. So image also you can have why my image is weaker than top competitor image. Maybe your message is missing or you're targeting wrong audience. So if you want to do improve your listing image, go to 𝗕𝗃𝗧 image generator. So select use ASIN here. Also, you can put your ASIN number here and put in your ASIN and then load image. And then also put in here clone feature. We have also different feature too, like a lifestyle, hero, infography, dimension, social media too. But today I'm gonna do clone part. So let me copy ASIN here, and then let me put this ASIN here too. So select the clone, your main image, and then which image do you want to benchmark? So, this image looks good, and then this image looks okay. So I'm going to do this, and then this image okay, and then this image too. So select 4 different images, and then select clone feature. So you will see the number 4, and then apply, and then can generate. So AI can generate this image from your information, and then benchmark your top competitor image. Also, during this time, your 𝗕𝗃𝗧 also can give you guys a different output side. So this output side, you can use your Shopify website and brand store and any other social media things. So you can use also A+ content as well. And then we also offer custom site. Whatever you want to make a different site, you can make a different site. So ChatGPT and then Google Gemini, Nano Banana Fruit, you can make it like a custom site. So image is like coming here, right here. So if this image, if you want to download it, you can download here. And this information is from your information because the 𝗕𝗃𝗧 all remember your listing information. So if you like this image, you can upload your Amazon listing. You can have a better conversion rate. And also 𝗕𝗃𝗧 can give you 2K mode and the 4K mode. If you wanna make better image, select 4K. And then last thing is 𝗏𝗏𝗧 also giving you like the research
Bopyo,
part.
1 minute left.
Okay, research part. So copy your ASIN here. And then search, and then copy your top competitor ASIN, and then add ASIN input, and then put it here. And you can see one page, your product, and then top competitor product. What is the different, keyword gap, and then search volume history, and then sales data, right? And then you can also click here, compare to ASIN with AI. The AI can generate report to your product and then compare the product. So AI can tell you which keyword do you need to focus on your advertising, Amazon PPC, your brand sponsor, your sponsor product. So it's very easily you can see you can put it in grab your keyword and then you can put in your Amazon advertising. So maybe a few seconds later AI report is coming out. So 𝗏𝗏𝗧, we're giving you guys like a 35% offer today until February 1st. So anybody interested, try the 𝗏𝗏𝗧, you can scan this code. You see the last AI report. You see the missing keyword. Your top competitor have this keyword, but you are missing this keyword. So you need to focus on this keyword on your Amazon PPC.
Thank
So
you,
thanks
Bopyo.
for,
Time
thanks
is
for watching
up.
my presentation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, so make sure you scan the QR code, get in touch. So everyone, that was number 6, Bopyo Park, clone your competitor's best images, number 6. So write down his number, and if you like it, you can actually vote for him in the end. If not, if he doesn't win, still check out this stuff. Like I said, that's some James Bond stuff for Amazon. So again, number 6. Now I'm gonna post like the LinkedIn of our speakers till now, so you can actually connect with them. I strongly recommend that. You can get a lot more value than what you just got. And now we go to number 7. Our next speaker, Scott Thomas, the AI image audit. Use 50 AI shopper personas to fix the weak links killing your conversion. So Scott, man, are you here? Okay, yeah,
Can you
I
hear
see you,
me?
man. Hey guys, so Scott, please introduce yourself for those who don't know you. And once you're ready, let me know. I'm gonna turn on the timer.
Okay. Guys, my name is Scott Thomas, and I have been in e-commerce Amazon for about 25 years. I exited 2 different Amazon businesses, and now I have dedicated my time to building this polling app that I'm about to show you, and you guys are the first ones to see it, other than a few beta testers. So 2,000 people is a little nerve-wracking. Hopefully it goes well. But let's dive in here, and I'll share my screen. You guys
Okay,
can you guys see
okay,
this? Okay.
Yeah, I see your screen. So okay, man, let's go.
So, anyways, lots of AI stuff today, which is great. The saying goes that AI won't replace you. Somebody that knows how to use AI will replace you. So, just I'm an advocate for AI. It's magical. It can do a lot of awesome things. And like I said, I've sold on Amazon for since 2008, and we did a lot of polling. We used 𝗵𝗰, we used 𝗬𝗏𝗏, a lot of the human polling panel options. And basically, what if you could test 20 listing variations for less than one human panel poll? Images drive 65 to 70% of purchase decisions. Most sellers launch blind or pay $100 per test. Human panels give votes, not answers. And why you should listen to me, kind of already went over my history. I just exited my last Amazon brand. Currently not selling on Amazon right now. This is my main focus. Why you should poll. So there's probably 2 groups of sellers here, those that have polled before and those that haven't. And I polled a lot when I was running my Amazon companies. It did help and gave us insights. And A/B testing can drive up to 25% increase in sales. The main image is your #1 conversion driver. Guessing equals wasted PPC and failed launches. And so if you have a 2% lift on conversion, that equals $2,000 a month in extra revenue on $100,000 in revenue. Human polling. Human polling is great. There are limitations. It's very expensive. So for example, an A/B test can be anywhere from $50 to $100 with proper demographics. If you don't have proper demographics, these people really aren't your target audience. And my opinion is that they may be biased on what you are polling because they aren't your target demographic. Multi-image ranking polls can be anywhere from $150 to $200. Marketplace, $205 to $255. So anyways, human polling is expensive and slow. With demographics, sometimes you wait a day or more to get results back. The solution. So I was thinking, how do I solve this problem? And I basically came up with a solution to use AI personas to run the same types of polls, give us very good insights. These AIs are PhD level, and you can target demographics exactly, and you can get a lot of good feedback from these 50 AI personas. The science behind it. So we're using 16 distinct shopper types across 4 archetype families. It's based on decades of personality psychology, same framework used by Fortune 500 companies, and different personalities, different purchasing decisions. So basically, we're simulating human shoppers by giving them human-based personas, among other things. We also use 5 different AI providers, 10 different LLMs, which prevents model collapse and shared biases, gives us genuine diversity of thought, not one AI times 50, and results that match real-world behavior. And so it's hard to A/B test, backtest human polling because our methodology is a bit different. But in what we can backtest, we've had 85 to 90% same winners as the human polls. There's 4 types of polls that we offer right now, lots in development. We build features and ship fast. But we have our simple A/B test head-to-head. We have multi-image, which is great for testing your main image against your competitor, or testing several main images of your own to see which one sells the best. Stack rank it analyzes your entire image stack and gives feedback on each stack. And then we have our marketplace poll that you can simulate. You can have reviews, you can have pricing, you can change the number of reviews, you can change your pricing. So, and I'll show you that in just a second. And then one of our differentiators is our creative studio, which is in beta, that takes all of the feedback from the AI voters and generates a new image using that feedback in just a few minutes. And then you can repoll to validate. And so here is just a simple test case.
Scott, 1 minute left.
Okay, man, I got to go fast. Simple test case. This is kind of the before and after. It lost 36% the first time and won 94% after that. Here's what a poll looks like. And we have, this is the before and this is the after version. And you can see kind of the dramatic shift in how they voted. They also vote blind, so they don't have history of what they have seen before. So they start from scratch, basically. This is our creative studio where you can generate improvement plans. You just click this button, and I don't have near enough time to go over all of this, but you can also, this will generate a feedback plan, and then you can use that to generate a new image. I won't show you because it takes too long, but here's the feedback plan. You can edit it, you can add steps, and you can really get granular. Something also that's really nice about the Creative Studio, is you can iterate exactly. And so these bounding boxes you can click on, and then you can tell the AI what to change it to, and it will just change that section and not the entire image. And part of the problem with AI generated images, time's up. Okay. Yeah. So that was not nearly enough time. I got to work on that. But anyways, this is the offer. 50% off for 3 months. And we would love to have you join the Poll Anything family. We're brand new. And let's see if there's just anything else. And there's another example. You can see that one went from third to first. We'd love to have you join the Poll Anything family. There's a free trial, 7 days, 10 free credits, and then 50% off for 3 months.
Okay, thanks, Scott.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Scott. So this was number 7. Scott Thomas, the AI image audit, use 50 AI shopper personas to fix the weak links, killing your conversion. So if you like Scott's hack, write down number 7 and you can vote for him. And now we go to number 8, Chelsea Cohen, the most important metric to optimize profit. So Chelsea, please introduce yourself. And once you're ready, let me know. I'm going to turn on the timer. Thank you, Scott.
Yep,
You're welcome.
absolutely. Hey guys, my name is Chelsea Cohen. I am the founder of 𝗀𝗧 inventory management software. I'm also an Amazon fees geek. I know more about Amazon fees than probably 98% of the population on this planet. That actually led me to build in something called Profit Flow inside of 𝗀𝗧. It's the only strategic profit forecasting software. So I'm going to talk a little bit about profitability. And let me go ahead and share my slides and then we can get started. All right, I'm ready.
Ready? Okay, let's go.
Okay, so the most important metric to optimize profitability. When you are trying to optimize profitability, you have an entire catalog that you are working through, and you can have dozens to even thousands of products within your catalog. So you want to have a system that helps you to drill down to find that data, right? Some systems go as deep as the ASIN level, and that is the standard way to start. Some products and systems only go into a catalog level. So drilling down to the ASIN level is the best way to find your margin drags. We like to call them margin drags, but that only gets you so far. You want something actionable, and that was the problem that we were finding, is that the standard methods are informational. They're not necessarily actionable. So in order to get actionable, you need to take it one layer further, and that is to analyze the costs within the ASINs. Some people may be familiar with contribution margin. Contribution margin looks at your data, and again, a lot of the contribution margin happens on a catalog level. Some systems and some people will go as deep as an ASIN level, but what they're looking at is the profit side of things. So they're looking at profitability. They know that there's fees, and then there's layers of these fees, your fees, your landed costs, your ads, but the focus is on profit. The missing equation to this is storage. Storage is, we call it the silent killer, and a lot of times people don't look at storage as a factor to profitability. So that is a very fixable problem, but it is a problem that if you don't nip it in the bud, it's going to eat up your profit on an ASIN level. Contribution margin generally asks what's left. So it's looking at this piece of the puzzle. We've developed something called cost share, and cost share is what makes this actionable. Cost share asks the question, who took it, right? We're looking at the whole pie and we're trying to figure out which piece of the pie can I take a bigger part of my profit out of. So that's cost share. So contribution margin generally is the magnifying glass, and cost share is the microscope. So you get down to that more granular level. In standard methods, we tend to look at it from that ASIN perspective, and we tend to, the way that they are structured, we miss out on things. So we may look at our profit and say, great, we're at 23%. Our landed cost, fees, ad spend, all get us to 23%. Oftentimes, like I said, the storage is missing. So there's an incomplete picture. With cost share, we look at the percentages and how much, like I said, who took, the largest piece of the pie. So you've got landed cost, you've got Amazon fees, storage fees may be high, but also your ad spend may be high. And that would be because, that would get you to say a 19% rather than a 23%. And the reason that it looks okay, besides the storage fees, is that your landed cost could be very low. And that is hiding high fees in another part of the business. So that's a lost opportunity. So the first thing is to set your thresholds. What is your target margin? And then what are your cost shares? Define what is acceptable in each of these categories. Then the first step is to isolate those risks, right? We're talking about contribution margin. Find out which products are what we call margin drags and figure out what those margins are. That is the first step to executing. And then the next step is to go that layer deeper, the cost
Chelsea,
share
1
layer.
minute left.
Okay, 1 minute left. Okay.
Yes.
Find your cost shares and find those things that you can attack. Like I said, you can find opportunities in hero products. Strategy, find the plan to actually fix it. So whether it's improving your tacos, selling out a product, cost optimizing, reducing stock, find the plan, come up with a plan to fix the problem, and then build tasks around those plans. If you're reducing or if you're increasing your sales, you want to run ads, discounts, you need to coordinate marketing with inventory so that you're aligned in terms of avoiding storage fees, over ordering, under ordering, finding ways to reduce your cost per unit. So that's the most important thing. Cost share is that extra layer that you need to drill down to, especially with the tariffs, with price drops, all of these things that are happening, really understanding your profitability. And so if you sign up for Profit Flow free trial, I'm going to be working with 5 people on strategy sessions. So you would go to carbon6.io/so-stocked. And yeah, hopefully that was helpful. I'm number
Time is up. Yeah.
8.
Thanks, Chelsea.
Yeah,
So
thanks.
thank you, Chelsea, again. Time is up, and that's number 8, everyone. The most important metric to optimize profit, Chelsea Cohen, number 8. If you like the hack, write it down, and you can vote for her. And then, so thanks again, Chelsea. And now we go to my close friend and AI wizard, 𝗀𝗵𝗵𝗀𝗧. I can pronounce her name because she's Bulgarian like me.
Yeah, you literally are the only webinar host that has the
Yeah,
superpower. So well done,
yeah.
Nick.
Okay.
Can I just say?
Joe? Yeah, so
Yes.
just introduce yourself. Once you let me know, we can turn on the timer.
I will. But can I say how awesome all the presentations were till now? But I am slightly biased because I thought Alina's hack is so cool. So I give my vote to Alina. So vote for Alina. Anyway, very like anti-competitors, but I'm just going to say this. I'm going to share my screen. And can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
All right. Awesome. Let's start. So
Okay,
let's
let's go.
Start. Okay, so for anyone who hasn't seen me geek about AI till now, you know, I am a very big AI geek. I see myself as a little bit of an AI educator, so you might have seen some of my content and like asking people to comment something to share an SOP on LinkedIn. I share a lot of very actionable stuff on LinkedIn every week. I also write the biggest AI for e-commerce newsletter, which is, in my opinion, awesome, but some other people have said that is awesome too. So if you want to join that, you can scan the big ass QR code on your screen right now. So I am probably not even going to take 5 minutes, but I want to show you something that I think is actually quite useful in terms of engineering, kind of what your competitors are doing from a TikTok point of view, and sort of engineering or like kind of thinking about or figuring out what works and what makes a video a viral piece of content. And of course, because I'm an AI geek, I'm going to use AI to figure that out. So again, if anyone has heard me talk, one of my favorite tools, apart from Claude, it's not going to be Claude today, one of my favorite tools is GenSpark. GenSpark has very many cool features, but today I want to talk about this one, which is Download for Me. I'm going to play this little video. I hope it's you can hear it.
The world's first full agentic download agent and GenSpark AI Drive. Simply download any files with one prompt. Let's start with images. Download 20 dog images from copyright-free websites. Watch what happens. GenSpark download agent searches for the perfect images from 𝗵𝗰𝗇 and Unsplash, creates a dedicated folder, downloads all 20 at once. Then enter AI Drive. Click on the folder. Only one prompt. All images downloaded.
So you get the gist. Basically, you can download pretty much anything, like whether it's images or like PDFs with like reports that you have found on the internet, or like, for example, TikTok or YouTube content, let's say from your competitors. It's really simple. You can post, like you can essentially select several links and then confirm, and then 𝗀𝗻Spark goes and downloads this content. Okay, so what now? Well, one of the less known features that Gemini now offers, which I think is amazing, is the fact that it can really analyze a video. And I'm not talking about just sort of the transcript. It can analyze the video frame by frame. And here is just a really simple prompt. I have uploaded a TikTok video and I've said, you are a TikTok expert. Here's a viral TikTok video. First, transcribe this video word for word, then provide an in-depth analysis of the following elements: length of video, camera position, visual hook. Are there any specific visual elements in the video that increase engagement? And so what happens is then Gemini goes, please play, and first gives me the transcript. So like now I know exactly what is said in the video word for word, but then it tells me what is the length of the video, what is the camera position, what is the actual visual hook. And then it like specifies like things like visual elements, like what is the, when is the recording overlay, what are the dynamic captions, where is the camera, what is the secret factor, and then gives me actual reasons why the video went viral. So this is great, but then like, you know, this in itself is not enough. What we want is to start developing a thinking about systematizing things. And so what I've done here is I've built myself a little library of viral TikTok videos. I've basically reverse engineering. What is the hook overlay? Like, what is the hook audio? Like, you know, what is the actual transcript, the value prop, and so forth and so on. And so now, instead of just trying to make a blind stab of like what is a good TikTok video and why it goes viral, I can use then AI to firstly analyze this, but then even more cool, what I like is to create essentially a viral machine. And you can do this
Joe, 1 minute left.
Got it. And you can create a viral machine for you to like generate like viral TikTok scripts all day long. So here I do it. Actually, I lied. I'm going to talk about Claude. Here I basically built this within Claude. I've basically fed all of this information into Claude, and I've said, give me a script based on this information on like a specific topic. And so now I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but Claude analyzes all of these patterns and then provides me with an actual script. Let's see if my little video is going to get there. Come on, be faster. There we go. Text overlay, viral audio hook, etc. So I want to invite you to think more in this way, systematize your insight. And if you like what you saw, don't vote for me, but join my newsletter, join my WhatsApp group, scan the many QR codes, come talk to me, connect with me on LinkedIn, send me a pigeon, whatever you like. Awesome.
Okay, great stuff, Joe. So that was I think it was number 9. Yeah, number 9, Joe Lambadjieva, the TikTok forensic hack, how to reverse engineer any viral video in 6 seconds. And make sure to follow Joe on LinkedIn, like newsletter-based EA content. So guys, you know, she should be charging for that. She give it away for free. So vote for her number 9 in the end if you like it. And now, thanks, Joe. Now we go to number 10. Let's see who is number 10. Number 10 is Dorian Gorski. Build your own Amazon data software in 10 minutes. And Dorian is in Tenerife in Spain. Best island. Check it out. So that's a tourist hack. So now, Dorian, please introduce. You guys can see the sunset. So I'm not bullshitting you. Check out the sunset. I was at his view a few weeks ago. So enough for fun and vacation. Now he's gonna teach how he can make some money. So Dorian, introduce yourself. Once you're ready, let me know, and I'm gonna turn on the timer.
Yeah, hey Nick, hi everyone, I'm Dorian, founder of 𝗘𝗃𝗀. Yeah, and Nick actually visited me a couple of weeks ago and he got really drunk. Anyways, no, I'm joking, obviously. Anyways, let me jump into my presentation.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
start.
Let's do it, yeah. So build an Amazon data assistant with Claude and N8N. So what I want to show you guys today is basically how to connect Amazon data to Claude or ChatGPT, whatever it is. Imagine that you're working on your listing or working on ideas and brainstorming, and you want to get reviews into Claude or ChatGPT, or you want to get maybe like a result for a search page and get bestsellers, and maybe then have a keyword research pulled in straight directly to your 𝗀𝗏, or for example, get Rufus data as well. So this is how it looks like, and I'll show you how it works. So all Amazon data goes directly to your terminal. So imagine, for example, data dive, right? A lot of data, great software, but maybe some of you think that are overwhelmed in terms of data. What do I do with data? What this data? How can I actually implement it? I'm a little bit confused. So imagine you can actually talk to the data and pull that data. So a lot of the softwares that you use out there have actually API connections. So you can actually go to a tool like Data Dive and request API key, and this is all the data that you can get. And there's a lot of other, as you know, softwares out there, and most of them have API connection. So you can actually plug in directly to their app and do whatever you want with that data. So pretty simple. First of all, you have to have N8N, and all you need is this nifty node called MCP server. Some of you might know what MCP servers are. The next thing, once you have this MCP server, you simply connect it to your Claude or GPT. All you have to do is just grab a link from that. The next thing is, check out the API documentation. So what we're using, are we using Data Dive, are we using SellerApp? See what kind of data you can get. And this is the documentation. So it tells you how it works, basically. It might be very confusing. It was very confusing for me initially. So I actually cheated. I took the documentation, pasted in N8N assistant, and said, just build me this tool, right? So I built a tool called so this pulls all the Rufus queries and then sends it back to my Claude, so I can optimize for Rufus, get all the questions, and build my own actually Rufus optimization tool within Claude or GPT. So the next thing you have to do is basically just add the tool to your MCP server. So your MCP now is connected to your Claude or GPT or whatever you're using, and what you're doing, adding these tools, these little nifty tools. So it could be get Rufus data, could be get reviews, could be get search keywords, anything, get bestsellers, get product history. You can spy on your competitors. There's so many tools you can build, right? Add as many as you want. So this is, for example, one of my MCP servers. I get keyword research, search result, actually can send a message in Gmail. So, I can add it to Asana and create Asana tool. So if I want to do a keyword research and optimize my title, and then just, let's say I want to tell Claude that now I have all the data, send it to Asana or ClickUp and create a task for one of my employees to optimize my title and bullets. All the data is there. Very simple. And you can build all sorts of custom skills. So optimize for Rufus, optimize my bullet, optimize my listing. All these things you can build just simply by using the API connection from some of these providers. And if it's very confusing, we're going to be below 5 minutes time, guys. If it's very confusing, I'm not selling any services. This is all free. You just go store 𝗀𝗏, and there's a video where I go through this a little bit more in depth, and you can actually get all these workflows that I built for free, and just plug in your API key and just have fun with it. I had so much fun with this in the past few months, and there's so many things I've built, and so many automations that actually help me in terms of coming up with ideas, brainstorming, pulling data, and all of this. So that's my hack, and I'm number 10, right? And that's it. 4 minutes 30. I had the stopwatch.
Okay, that was quickest, one of the quickest. Okay, guys, that's Dorian. Crazy hack. You're gonna save a ton of money. Super cool stuff. So build your own Amazon data software in 10 minutes. So that's not bullshit, guys. So write down number 10. If you like it, you can vote for Dorian in 7 more hacks. So thanks again, Dorian. And now we go to number 11, 𝗀𝗵𝗀𝗀𝗀, the one prompt that wants to generate a full Amazon image listing. So Jay, man, thanks for joining. Please introduce yourself for those who don't know it, and once you're ready, let me know. I'm gonna turn on the timer.
Give me a second. Hey, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. So introduce yourself, man. I know that, and then you can tell me when we can start presentation. The timer.
So I'm 𝗀𝗵𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀. Nick, thank you for having me. I'm super excited. And yeah, you can start the timer.
Okay, okay, man, let's go.
So today we're going to talk about how to create Amazon listing with Nano Banana Pro, but just with one super prompt that I built a few days ago. And yeah, everyone doing Nano Banana Amazon stuff, but usually either you use outside tools, I don't know what the cost, it can be really good, but you don't have also control, or you're doing it manually, one by one, you generate prompt, and then you, it takes time, you need to wait and do another one and another one. So I'm gonna show you how you can create 40 images. You don't need 40, you need only 7, but just to choose the best of that in one click with one prompt in GenSpark. So if you want the prompt, just scan this barcode, join my WhatsApp group. It's a quiet WhatsApp group that I share AI tips, insight for Amazon sellers, everything about AI. Right after my talk, I'm gonna share the prompt over there. And if you join after, or if you see the replay, just go to the group description and you're gonna see the link to the prompt. I'm gonna give you just one more second to scan it. Yeah, okay, and so I'm gonna share the link also in the chat. So what this prompt, it's one prompt, but you have 4 superpowers. You're also gonna analyze the product. You're gonna add images and reviews, bullet points, title, whatever you want, and you're gonna analyze everything, the competition. So then you know what you want to show in the image. You're gonna build a strategy. What is the avatars of your product? What are the messaging you want to show in the images? What exactly the visuals and what gonna be the text under. Again, you're gonna do everything for you. Then you're gonna write 40 prompts, very detailed prompt for Nano Banana Pro. And you can take each prompt to Nano Banana Pro and generate the image, but you don't need it. It's just gonna generate all these 40 prompts for you in the same time. So let me show you how to do it. So this is the prompt that I'm gonna share in the group. You can see you have link to GenSpark, you have link whatever you want. Basically, you don't need nothing else. You just need GenSpark. So the only thing you need to do is to copy the prompt and go to GenSpark, choose Super Agent, and paste the prompt. For the example, I'm gonna take this product. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna take, the only first stuff you need to add is the URL, the title, images, and if bullet points, and if you want also reviews. And of course, if you want to add more stuff, you can add whatever you want, just give them more data. So we're just gonna take the title. First we're gonna take the prompt, we're gonna put it here. And in the end of the prompt, you see title, bullets, and description. So yeah, it's gonna take the URL, put it here. Gonna take the title, put it here, and the bullet points. Put it here. And I don't have description, so I'm not gonna add. And now I just need to put the reference images you should take with your iPhone, with your whatever images you have. You just put it. I just put a few images of the product and a file with the review. And press run, and that's it. Basically, it can take 5-10 minutes. I actually did it, I think 10 minutes ago. I did it here 10 minutes ago, and it just finished the results. So you can see it's the same images, the same prompt.
Jay, 1 minute left.
Okay, so I'm happy we're done. So now you can see the results. We have a full 40 images for you in one prompt. Main images, and just look the quality, look the power. Again, if you have 4D images, you can easily find one image of each type that you like. It's basically doing 4 images for each concept, and it's beautiful images. And yeah, I think it's a really powerful prompt if you don't want to waste time. And by the way,
Thanks, Jay. Time is up, man. So if you have to share a QR code, do that. But somebody said that the QR code was not working, by the way. So
the QR code not working. I'm
man,
just gonna share the link now in the chat.
yeah. Just share the chat with everybody, so everyone, so they can scan
Also,
it.
I have
Okay,
the
guys.
link over here if someone has the replay. And yeah,
Okay. Okay, sure. Share it in the chat. So everyone, this was number 11J Margoliot, the one prompt that wants to generate a full Amazon image listing. And now we go to number 12, Ritu Java, the prompt to automation pipeline hack, turn plain English into full production workflows. Ritu is one of the other baddest AI wizards. She won multiple hacks with 𝗀𝗵𝗀𝗀 and other guys. So prepare yourself, guys. So Ritu, please introduce yourself to those who don't know you once you're ready. Let me know. I'm going to turn on the timer.
Hi everyone, my name is Ritu Java. I am the CEO of PPC Ninja. We are an advertising agency. We help with PPC and also listings, and we're very AI focused. So I think my screen is showing, so you can actually start the timer.
Okay, let's go, Ritu.
Alrighty. Okay, awesome. So for those of you who are sick of hearing the word vibe coding, this presentation is for you. We've all talked about vibe coding. We've reached different levels of vibe coding status. And some of us find it hard because we do need a little bit of a technical background, whereas what I'm going to share with you today does not require any of that. It is much simpler. Consider it as a low barrier to entry for people who are interested in creating AI-based workflows, but are not techie enough to even get started with vibe coding, and they're just like absorbing the whole chatter around it. So let's get into it. So first of all, how has workflow automation evolved over time? We've all heard about Zapier, soon replaced by Make.com. There was a buzz around N8N, still is. Google Workspace Flow, which is very advanced, and it also requires extra kind of organizational credentials, etc. But what I'm going to talk about today is Google Opal. And this is one of my new favorites. The way to access it is just go to opal.google. There's no .com, it's just opal.google. Best thing, it is free. Okay, so what is Opal? Opal is a system for helping you to build, edit, and share mini AI apps using natural language. So no programming or coding or vibe coding, etc. required. There's no code that will be flashed on the screen at all. It's just talking to it. So how does it work? You basically describe what you want to build, either through text or through, there's a little audio button here, so you can just speak to it and say, hey, I want an app that does this, this, and this. So it'll kind of create it for you. What it does is that it gives you a bunch of blocks, building blocks, just like N8N. So first block is user input. So if you want any user input, for example, an image upload or some document, whatever, that's user input. Then you have generate, which is the actual AI part of it, which is the part that actually does AI stuff. So it's almost like AI in the loop that you can add in. And then you have an output, which says what kind of format do you want the output in, right? You want it as a Google Doc, a Google Drive, or a web page, or whatever it is, it'll give you that. So that's kind of how it is kind of created, and then you can just hook these different pieces together, just like N8N. So that's the only technical part here. And if you want to add more stuff, like for example, if you want to add more assets, like upload a file, my drive, YouTube, text, drawing, you can add all of those things to the workflow, and it will kind of you just talk to it, and it'll build the workflow for you. Looks like this. So this is one of the viral post generator tools that I built using Opal, which I will show you right now. I'll give you a quick demo, but just to show you what it's capable of doing. There's like a post topic, you give it some sort of topic. There's a photo that you can upload of your product, brand logo, and then it will go and research. And this is the AI part. So the parts in yellow are the inputs to this flow. The parts in purple are the actual AI components or the AI in the loop. So you can say, hey, go research viral topics. So it's going to go and do that. Then the generation of the actual social media prompt, the generation of the actual image itself, and then the actual putting together of the social media post or blog or whatever it is. And then it finally puts it all together in a format that you can see. Okay, now for the demo. So this is what it looks like. Like I was telling you, these are the 3 components, Lego blocks. User inputs, I can start by saying @ and then it'll tell you what kind of user inputs you can access, like search web, search maps, blah, blah, blah. So there's a bunch of those. Generate, here it'll give you the option to pick any of Google's. So this is a very Google system. It'll give you all of Google's different models like Gemini, Flash. So Nano Banana is included in this when it comes to image generation. And then output is, again, you can choose, you want a manual layout, you want to save to Docs, Drive, etc.
Ritu, 1 minute left.
Great. So now I'm going to show you an example of the workflow that I was showing you earlier. This is a viral social post generator. I'm going to obviously first, just to save time, I'm just going to start giving you an idea. So enter the topic for your post. I just said magnesium and menopause. Okay. So just, that's my topic, and it's gonna go pick up whatever. For upload your photo, I'm just gonna pick something. Okay, where it is. Okay, gosh, I think I lost access to my photo. Date modified today, but there was one. Anyway, so my photo is basically this photo. And then my logo is basically this logo, which I already kind of uploaded to it. And then it just starts to build the thing for me. And the final product looks like this. So it's given me the output where it has taken my photo, it has added the logo, and it's given me a full piece, which I can use on social media. So you see how easy that was to just build the blocks together. Now, this is something that
Ritu, time is up, unfortunately.
Okay, yeah, that's good. This is the gallery where you can pick examples from. Thank you.
Okay, Ritu, you can share that in the chat. So everyone, thanks Ritu again for your hack. So this was number 12, Ritu, Java, the prompt to automation pipeline hack, turn plain English into full production workflow. So if you like Ritu's hack, you can vote her in few hacks. So thanks again, Ritu. And now we go to the next speaker, number 13, Kamal Singh. How to generate high converting images and AI content in under 2 minutes. Kamal, thanks for joining. Please introduce yourself, our chairman.
All right, so my name is Kamal. My name is Kamal. I'm the founder and CEO of AMZ One Step, which is an Amazon creatives agency. And I also started SaaS, which is Listing Optimization AI, which generates high converting Amazon images, A+ content in minutes. So we can start the timer, Nick. I think.
Okay, let's go. Let's go, Kamal.
Perfect. So in next 5 minutes, I'll try to show you how to generate high quality, high CTR main images, high converting Amazon images, high converting A+ content, and more importantly, how those images will be generated, because everybody is talking about AI these days. Every webinar you go to, every conference you go to, everything you see on LinkedIn, it's all about AI. But in reality, it's the systems which creates high converting images, videos, and A+ content. It's not the AI, it's the systems. AI is only a speed and scale multiplier. So this is very important for us to understand, because if I tell AI, like, hey, create me, like these many images or videos, it's going to do that for you. But what system and context AI has, it's really, really important. So I'm going to quickly share my screen. I will probably share my entire screen. I'm going to hide the controls here, go back. So it's the systems, like I was saying. So what I'm going to show you, like, how you can develop a complete market intelligence, which will have exact customer avatar, exact pain points, exact customer motivation factors. Why should somebody, be buying your product? And also, like, all the creative assets that you're going to create will be built off of that market intelligence. Even if you're launching a brand new product, the market intelligence is super important. That is the step number 1. So let me show you how. So I'm going to take this product as an example. I'm going to copy the ASIN. So you can go to listingoptimization.ai. This is the URL, listingoptimization.ai. Go to ASIN and then select the deep mode. When you go to the deep mode, then you paste your ASIN and click on start campaign. So what AI is going to do, it's going to suggest you some of the competitors that you have, and you can select those competitors, and you can, if you want to remove any competitors, you can remove those competitors. And if you want to add new competitors, you can add new competitors. So what will happen that using AI will scrape all the reviews, it will read and analyze all the reviews of your competitors, and then the whole market intelligence will be done. So for example, it was apple cider, apple cider vinegar gummies. So what I'm going to do, for example, so it has already picked up these competitors. So you can remove a competitor, or if you want, you can add a competitor. So let's say I'm going to add this as a competitor. I click here, I click add competitor. So now that competitor is also going to be added over here. So once that is done, you can, so it's already added, then you can generate the market intelligence. And I don't have I only have 5 minutes. I'm not going to, it takes about 7 to 8 minutes. I'm not going to show you, but I'll show you the example, how that looks like. So the whole market intelligence looks like this. It analyzes, thousands of, 1,000 plus reviews, all the pain points, everything. So the next step is the images, how the, high quality images will be generated over here. There's your products, you can see your competitor products, you can see your competitor images and all sort of good stuff. So this is the complete market intelligence using the real competitors. That's the step number one, the system that I was talking about. Now let's go to, I'm going to show you how to, step number two, I'm going to show you how to generate high quality, Amazon, main images in seconds. So you paste your ASIN, choose how many images you want to generate. Let's say you want to generate 10 images. It's Nano Banana Pro, Gemini 3 Pro, and then you can also choose from winning templates. So I'm going to choose for example, some of the common ones, and perfect. And then I'm going to click on, come on. Then there's a generate button. Okay, there you go. So I'm going to click on the generate button, and it's going to generate all those main images for you in seconds.
Kamal, 1 minute left.
No problem. So the best part is, the whole SERP simulation will also be loaded over here, but it's going to take a few seconds to generate, but I'll show you a different example. So, okay, there you go. So it's loading all the competitors. It's creating the SERP simulation. So now you can see all the images that it's going to create for you. You can upload that image over here, and you can see if that main image stands out from the competitors or not. So if you give me 20 seconds, I think it takes about 30 to 45 seconds to generate those images. But if not, I'll just go to a different, I'm just going to go to this one. So I created these images, for the soccer ball.
You got 30 seconds, so we have time.
Perfect. So I created 10, 15, or lots of variations. And now I'm going to see which main image stands out. For example, it comes with a lot of variations. So this, now I can see this image stands out. I can check other AI generated images that stands out. For example, okay, so this one does stands out, right? So there's lots of images that AI generated, and you can see them visually how it stands out in SERP. You can also do the blur test. Blur test is used by the top agencies, top Amazon sellers, to see if the product really stands out or not. So you can blur, unblur. You can shuffle your competitors if your product really stands out or not. There's a mobile view. You can auto scroll and see if your main image really stands out or not. And
thanks,
then,
Kamal, but time is up, man. Cool stuff, but time is up.
I don't have time to show you A+ content and images, I'm sorry, but that's all I have to show you today, just the main images for now.
Thank you, Kamal. So 5 minutes, but if you guys are interested, you can get in touch with Kamal. And of course, if you love what he shared, his hack, you can vote for him, number 13, Kamal Singh, how to generate high converting images and A+ content in under 2 minutes. So write down number 13 and you can vote for him. And now we go to number 14, which is our last hack winner from November. This is Amy Wiz. And here's her hack. Create awesome product images in Nano Banana, no prompt needed. So Amy, thanks for waiting. Are you here?
No problem.
So
Hi, thank you so much.
So please introduce yourself. I told them you're the best hacker from last time, but of course they don't know everything. So do a short intro, and once ready, let me know. I'm gonna turn on the timer.
Okay, great. Thanks, Nick. Well, hello, everyone. I'm Amy Weiss from Amazing at Home e-commerce consulting, and we help you with every step on the path from concept to launch and beyond. So on my last hack, I showed you how to use ChatGPT and Rufus to optimize your listing for conversions. And the reason this is so powerful is a lot of people, they give you tools that do it for you. Or they say, oh, I'm pulling market intelligence, or I'm pulling your competitors' data. But you really need to know what causes your exact product to convert. You don't necessarily want it to automatically pull data because AI amplifies what's already existing. And if what is existing is wrong, you are just getting all those reports wrong, right? So we really, really want to optimize for conversions and then optimize for SEO and AI. And that's what I showed you in my last hack. So today I want to take that one step further. Once you have that amazing optimized listing, you want to create really great images. You don't want to be the one copying your competitors' images. You don't want to be the one just kind of grabbing generic images. You want to be the one other people want to copy because your stuff is converting. So I'm going to show you today a really easy process how to create images, really great product images in Nano Banana without needing a prompt, because that's the hardest part, right? So I'm going to share my screen and get going. Nick, are you starting the timer?
Not yet. I don't see your screen sharing.
Okay. Do you see it?
Okay, yeah, I see it. Okay, let's go, Amy.
All right, guys. So you can access this document right here by scanning this QR code. And this document also has two tabs. One includes my last hack so that you can revisit that. All right, so I'm hack number 14, and we're going to talk about how to create awesome product images in Nano Banana with no prompt needed. So some background here. We all know that Google's Gemini AI is a great tool for tons of tasks, and its embedded Nano Banana image creation tool really creates awesome images. But the problem is that each product is unique. So some have accessories and stuff. So creating product images for the Apple, like Kamal just showed us, is way different than creating images for a duffel bag, right? You might have multiple parts and accessories, and this is a problem that people run into when they're utilizing these image creation tools, whether it's software or whether you're directly on an LLM image creation tool. So the prompts you learned in that course you took, they don't work for every product or image, so you get stuck. So I want you to use my last hack to optimize your listing and get that optimized title, bullet points, gallery image layouts, A+ content structure, whatever you need. Use that so that you have a conversion-ready listing and image layouts. Then take that information and use it to get the right prompt. So how are we going to do that? Most sellers struggle with product images, not because Nano Banana is weak, but because you're guessing the prompts. We don't want to guess the prompts anymore. This process is going to remove the guesswork by letting your optimized listing strategy drive your image concepts, using Gemini's native understanding of Nano Banana Pro, and generating ready-to-use prompts and reference image guidance automatically. So the second step is to prepare your inputs for Gemini. So grab that optimized listing, the title, the bullet points, new gallery image layouts that you got following that process. And you're not creating prompts yet. You're going to let Gemini do that. So you're going to use Gemini to generate Nano Banana prompts. So you're going to start a new conversation with Gemini. You're going to select Pro, and you're going to copy and paste this master prompt from this document, okay? You're going to say, I want to use Gemini's Nano Banana Pro to create high converting product images for an Amazon listing. For context, I'll provide the product listing title and bullet points, suggested layouts for new gallery images, reference images of the current product. Your task, Gemini, is to review the listing information to understand the product, key use cases, and conversion goals. For each suggested gallery image layout, write one clear, ready-to-use prompt designed to create a professional e-commerce ready product image using Nano Banana Pro. For each image, tell me what type of reference image I should attach. Guys, if you attach the right reference image and combine it with the right prompt, your results are magical. And all those software tools that create images for you and you have these problems with it, it's because the prompt is off and the reference image is off. So you can fix that with this prompt. In each prompt, explicitly reference the attached reference image and describe how Nano Banana should use it. Keep all prompts specific, visual, and conversion focused. Important, provide only one image prompt at a time so I can review and approve it before moving on to the next. Do not generate any images yet. Only provide the prompts and reference image guidance, okay? So let's actually watch it. Let's do a quick live demo. So here I put in that master prompt and it came back to me and said, okay, give me the product listing title and bullet points. And this is for one of my clients. He just launched a really cool tactical backpack. So I loaded the listing here, I loaded the image brief, and I loaded some images for context because that's what Gemini
Amy,
asked
1
me
minute
for.
left.
Okay, 1 minute. So it is going to then give you a suggested prompt, okay? So it gives me the suggested prompt and I then open up a new, and not only suggested prompt, but it tells me what image I should attach. So then what you can do is you can go into a new conversation, and all these instructions are in the document. Go into a new conversation and then attach your reference image and paste the prompt. Select image here, image creation, attach your reference image that Gemini told you to attach and paste the prompt. And the results are really, really great. So this one, the second one, was a travel ready one where we wanted to show it over the top of a suitcase. And it told me to attach a reference image of the back of the backpack. So I did that along with the prompt and it created a really great image. But I didn't want to approve the prompt yet because I didn't like this part up here. So I went back to my other conversation and I asked it to make some corrections. It made some corrections and then we created this really great prompt. One last thing, there's a pro tip inside of Canva. You can use the image tool to actually image editing tool to remove your little Gemini circle. So I've included how to do that in the document here. And I hope that you guys found this super, super useful. Follow these and show me what kind of amazing images you create with Nano Banana Pro. I'm hack number 14.
Okay, thank you, Amy. That's number 14. And for you guys who wanna get that presentation, we're gonna send the recording and name is contact. So if you're not lazy, get in touch with her. I'm sure she's gonna share that with you guys. So that's number 14. Amy Weiss, create awesome product images in Nano Banana, no prompt needed. So write down the number and you can vote in free hacks. And now we go to John Aspinall, who was telling me that he wanna go to Florida to escape snow. John, you know, they got snow in Florida.
Not as much as New York City.
Okay, man. So please introduce yourself for those who don't know you. Once you're ready, let me know and we can turn on the timer.
Yeah, John Aspinall, creative director and chief evangelist at Velocity Sellers, a full service agency. I spontaneously appear whenever anyone says Canva. Amy said the magic word, Canva, and I appeared. It's really interesting that and good that no one talked so far. It's rough being number 15. I got to tell you guys this, right? But no one's talked about A+ content. So I'm going to show you guys how to steal really good A+ content, make it your own in a legal and really good way. So let me share my screen and then we're going to blast through this because I don't want Nick to yell at me that there's 1 minute left. I want to beat him to it.
Okay, man. Okay, man, let's go. I'm going to give you 30 seconds because you're so nice with me. Extra. Okay, man, let's go.
All right, cool. So stealing any Amazon image structure without stealing the image. The problem, things cost a lot of money for photo shoots, back and forth with designers, copying images. You don't want to do that. But what if you were to reverse engineer the structure? So curate a swipe file, deconstruct it using JSON code. I'm not going to describe, there's not enough time to describe what JSON code is, just Google it, and then reconstruct it with Nano Banana. So deconstructing with Claude, everyone talking about Claude, Claude is the GOAT for the JSON code over here, and then send it into Nano Banana to recreate it. So JSON blueprint, your photo, AI generated mockup. The reason why JSON code is so important is because that's the language of what AI knows and the software knows. You can change it at a granular level. That doesn't mean much until I show you why it works. That's fine. So what does it mean? Well, you could take this, right? And here's the one-page D2C premium A+ content for 𝗵𝗰𝗸𝗬 and replicate it with Nano Banana, and you're getting this. So yes, it's not all in one, but you're putting them together in different modules and resizing them. The important thing to know is this. This was generated with Nano Banana with complete JSON code. There was no visual image. There was no box of 𝗵𝗰𝗸𝗬. There was zero visual context that was given to it. But this is good because if you like this format of this A+ content, well, guess what? You got that with zero visual context. You can also do this. Boom. Maybe you sell a 30-day pill organizer. You like the style of what 𝗵𝗰𝗸𝗬 is doing, and you want to replicate that with your own product. That's cool. That's how we're doing it with the JSON code. Totally different product, almost identical layout, less than 5 minutes. Live demo means I'm going to swap back over to this. One important thing to note is if you guys want to have the QR code at the end, I keep a public Canva file of these D2C sites or D2C style A+ content, premium A+ content. This is indeed the standard. There is no more of standard A+. You have to have that D2C style scrolling down and down. So an example in Claude, you take the image, you load it in here, you're getting this JSON code, you're then going into Gemini, putting the JSON code in here and going to say generate. It's a whole bunch of stuff. Cool. It's generating exactly what I showed you. And then you're like, okay, cool. Replace that JSON code with my product. And you're getting this over here. Couldn't be easier. I'm serious. It really couldn't be easier. Now, if I go back over here, bingo, bango, you want that prompt template, scan that QR code. I am giving 90% off my tool that doesn't exist to anyone that scans this QR code. So just let me know if you want to get that. Kidding, I don't have a tool. That's all I got. Hit the timer.
Okay, man, that was quick, man. So if somebody's gonna win the fastest hack today, that's John. If you win the best hack, you have like the double price. So guys, that's number, let me see, man, what was number 15, John Aspinall. Steal any Amazon image structure without stealing the image with AI. Guys, write down number 15 and you can vote for him in 2 more hacks. So thanks, John. And now we go to number 16, Damian 𝗀𝗧 game-changing use cases of LTV metrics for CPG brands. So Damian, please introduce yourself, man. You're one of the youngest founders that I've ever met with Klaidas. Now I have 2 of the Amazon wunderkinds, guys. Those guys have been building and doing stuff since teenagers, no joke. So see today what they're doing. So guys, Damian, please introduce yourself. I don't see you, man. You're here?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you see me?
Okay, yeah, I can see you. Okay, man. So
Okay.
do a quick intro. Once you're ready, let me know when we can turn on the
You
timer.
said I'm one of the youngest. Funny part is today is my birthday. I just when you sent me an invite for that webinar, I didn't see the date. So
So happy birthday, man. Tell
Yeah.
us, how old are you? I'm gonna guess 24.
Try to get.
24.
24. Okay. At least you didn't say 18. I'm
I
27.
know, man.
I'm 27. You know, when I was doing my first sales call, people told me, "Hey, is there a father here? We were supposed to have a call about 𝗵𝗰𝗸𝗀." So it was fun. Okay,
Yeah,
so
man. Good
I
stuff,
will
though.
introduce myself. I'm Damian. I'm founder of 𝗵𝗰𝗸𝗀 software. We provide analytics for Amazon professionals. So if you are a big brand and you need a lot of data to analyze your profit, sales, inventory, PPC, SQP, content, everything, you can use our platform. And today I will present a hack about just one metric, just 2 use cases, super simple. You can use it without tools even. So we can start. I can share my screen.
Okay.
So you
Okay, see your screen. Okay, let's go.
Okay, so game-changing use cases of LTV metrics for CPG brands. Sounds very complicated, to be honest. It's pretty simple. First of all, what is LTV? It's lifetime value. If you're selling on Amazon, all of us, we are getting very, very technical. Like we think about all of the metrics, all the ranking, algorithms, everything. But by the end of the day, what matters is the customer. So now LTV is the metric that helps you understand your customer behavior. If they like your product, will they buy again? If they like your brand, everything. And I believe, you know, 2026, 2027, it's the future is behind brands that are focusing on retention. So that's why I will show you how to calculate your LTV and how to use it. So use cases are pretty simple. Marketing, you can apply it to your PPC strategy. You might spend not enough. That's funny, yeah. Or you can overspend, and you can use it for testing content updates. Yeah, there were a lot of hacks about changing your main image, a premium, amazing hack, to be honest, John. I'm surprised. So you can, and then it can also impact your LTV. So how calculate it in 1 minute? You go to your Seller Central, you click on Brand Analytics, and you click on Customer Loyalty. I personally am not a big fan of this dashboard because it shows data is a bit off, but if you look at the bottom right corner, there will be that small graph that will show you how many of total customers you have, how many total orders you get, and you can use it like for annual, let's say for 2025. Just divide total customers by orders and you will get your LTV. So this metric tells you how many units do I sell per one unique customer based off last 12 months. Is it accurate? No, not as it needs to be, but at least it gives you something. And if your LTV is higher than 1.5, like you're selling more than 1.5 unit per customer, you need to use this guide, you need to use LTV, you need to start focusing on it. And then you need to use all of the tools as well as the tool today, 𝗵𝗰, they help you with retention because this is where your profit is hidden. Your repeat customers, they are aware of your brand and you don't need to spend money on acquiring those customers again. And that's where you can make money. So your LTV is 2.67, as for example here. What we can do with it? We can apply it to our marketing strategy. Take your product price, take how much money you make before ads. So let's say my profit margin is about 50%. Yep. And then my LTV is 2.67. So my break-even LTV ACOS is 144. So what does it mean? Break-even lifetime value ACOS means how much money I can invest into advertising to acquire a customer, but take into account that they will go back and buy from me again. Yes? And this will explain you how competitors can afford $5 CPC in tops of search, how they can use 40% off coupon, how they can sell at such a low price. It's because they focus not at short-term profitability, but long-term profitability. So obviously our tool does it in a bit different way. You can see 1, 3, 6, 12 months lifetime value, but for you, even having a 12 months LTV like this break-even ACOS, it can already tell you, do you spend, like, are you aggressive enough or you're not aggressive? And then you can always take a look at your search terms and identify the search terms where, let's say, your market share is low, but you can grow it. And then you can basically be more aggressive in advertising, or let's say give a coupon to acquire more customers. So my recommendation, look at your ACOS, look at your spend, look at your lifetime value. And if your lifetime value is pretty high and your ACOS is pretty low and you're getting your money back even within the same months, most likely you have a lot of opportunity to grow. That's number one. Number two hack, use it for the testing. If I change my main image, if I change my content, I change my positioning,
Damian, 1 minute left.
Oh, it's a last slide. So yeah, we are good. Will my customers go back and buy from me again? If I will increase my advertising spend, do I get better lifetime value over time or not? Because if you're selling a CPG product, like let's say supplements, beauty and everything, you'll be surprised, but most likely you don't make any money from your first purchase. Most likely you're losing money. Just your numbers are blended and you're not able to see the differentiation. So start with the LTV, start learning more about CPG metrics. And I guarantee you will grow and grow significantly and you will be able to compete with big brands because this is what they use every day. That's it. If you are interested, you can use you can go to 𝗵𝗰𝗇, you can sign up, you can get on a call with us, we will show you everything, and the tool pays it off within free trial. But yeah, thanks. And vote for number 16.
Thanks, Damian. Number 16 again, Damian 𝗀𝗱𝗀𝗀, game-changing use cases of LTV metrics for CPG brands. If you like his hack, you have one more hack to go and you can vote for Damian. But don't vote because he has a birthday. Don't make him a gift. He has a cool hack. So vote for him if you like his hack. So thanks again, Damian. And now we go to the last but not the least, my neighbor from across the big European river, Danube, Oana Podurário. I got the name right, right?
You said it again. Yes.
Yeah,
Amazing.
I know.
You're kind of like the only one in the industry who, except of course, Romanian people who are actually able to say my last name. So
Yeah, but they messed up
I'm
Alina's
not used to
wife.
that.
So yeah. So anyway, so next time I'm gonna rehearse all names. I almost pronounced Klaidas' last name. But anyways, guys, we've seen 16 hacks. So this is number 17, the last hack. So Anna, please
Almost
introduce
done.
yourself once you're ready. And let me know. And just to I'm not gonna put pressure on you, but the last 4 times the last speaker won the hack series. So not
No
putting any
pressure.
pressure on you. No pressure. Yeah. So please do your intro. Once you're ready, let me know. We can turn on the
I'm
timer.
gonna be short on my intro because whoever knows me knows that I don't spend a lot of time on that. I'm Juana. I'm the Amazon geek, always in the corner with either a science paper or talking about advertising, coming from an advertising background, and something that I want to share. Last year I became part of the Amazon Ads educators team. I think alongside with everything else that I've achieved, but. Before we start into that, I want to endorse Damian. I love his software, and plus, it feels like our presentations are connected because he mentioned PPC. I'm actually going to show you that how you can create retention and actually make more money because my presentation today is about AMC. And because I want to give you some, I wouldn't say a hack, but it's more of a why you should start testing AMC because AMC is not hard, it's just time expensive. So today I'm just going to show you like the ABCs on how to get that started. And of course, make you more money because once that you start seeing the results that you will get from what I will show you, believe me, you will start like really digging into more to that. But let's get this started. I
Okay,
know
Anna, ready?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's go.
So as promised, talk about AMC, advertising. I'm not going to talk about Cosmo or anything else today, but let's see if this works. That would be amazing if it doesn't work. About me, as I mentioned, I don't talk about that too much, but founded Stardust and I'm co-founder at Right Click, advisor with Jeff and 𝗵𝗰𝗄. But let's get into the fun thing. So the advertising industry is changing. Is actually the screenshot is from Amazon itself. And when they introduced AMC last year, I was like, oh my God, finally, because we knew as advertisers that Amazon had access to that data. They were seeing the audiences. We were not able to create them. On the DSP side, you did have, but you, as a brand, you would need to have like enormous budgets to get into there. Now is available for everyone. And for me, this is your cheat sheet code. So what you get today, I will show you the 3 no-code AMC audiences that you can create, and I will give you the strategies on how to combine. So make sure that you get the best impact on that. And one custom query, I put blood, sweat, and tears into that, and I'm just going to give it to you. A lot of work to get it actually working. So how you build your first AMC? How do you get to Amazon Marketing Cloud? So you get to the advertising console. On the left side, you drop down menu, and you have measurement and reporting, and you have Amazon Marketing Cloud. There it will open up this, and you need to go to the audiences. And when you create audiences, the first 3 audiences that I'm going to show you, create them with the instructional query, which is the part over there. Then the last one, we'll go into the new query, which is a code-based. So the first one, the cheapest win, is audiences that added to the cart but did not purchase. Like this is the low-hanging fruit because these are people who are already interested in your product. They added to the cart and didn't yet purchase. Of course, what I suggest, like in this case, is go and test them in different look-back windows, 7, 14, 30 days, whatever would make more sense. Of course, it also depends on the traffic, but remember one thing, the closer the look back, like last 7 days, let's say, the higher the impact that you can have on those shoppers because, they haven't completed the purchase yet. So you're just going after them. Of course, the audience might be smaller. So keep that in mind whenever you create. Another tip that I want to share with this really quick, and I'm super pressured on time and I have a lot to go through. But what I suggest is that you create it per ASIN or per group of ASINs that really make sense. Make sure that you don't create it at a brand level because the results will just not be the same. Now, the cart abandon and play. here's the strategy. So you create the audience, and then of course you need to give them the reason to buy. That's how you lock them in. So you what I suggest is that you tailor this with the brand seller promotion, the cart abandoners promotion as you do that, because that will be dedicated to them specifically. Step 2, you may need to make sure that you run 3 campaign stacks. So it's sponsor display retargeting, sponsor product. You can actually take a photo of this so you can go back, because there are details also on how to use the bidding. Sponsor products on your main keywords and sponsor phrase on your main keywords for high visibility. Bid rules, make sure that you don't freestyle this and you don't add modifiers to your placements. What I got on the right side is like, what is that? So on this specific strategy and campaign, I got 25% conversion rate versus a 15% conversion rate on average for that product. So it was 10 percentages more just by running this specific audience. And believe me, the results in terms of ACoS and low CPC are incredible. I cannot stress that enough. Cool. Now let's go to the second one. It's how we steal customers from our competitors. I think it's one of my favorite. So you have something that's audience based on sponsored ads keywords. This is how you build on specific keywords. And I tested it out as like, okay, I want to go after, an audience who was looking for branded terms from my competitors. Of course, we would need, again, to make sure that these brands are well known enough, so they do have some search volume. Remember that
1 minute left.
Okay, so I'm going to run through this. Same. Take a picture of this 21% conversion rate versus 15 conversion rate. Last template is this when you go after subscribers in regards to what Damien was saying. Again, higher conversion rate when you introduce this. Take a picture. You will make sure that you get the subscribers. You go after people who did not subscribe. Remember that you always need to create them on ASIN itself. Now, the last but not least is a cross-selling. So when you have more than 2 products in your brand, you make sure that you go and create a query like this. So you just copy paste the QR code that I'm going to share with you right now, and you just put it in the SQL code. You will need to just change the ASIN, hit enter, and that's okay. So scan the QR code. You will get the SQL, the query that you need. Remember, this is not from a template. This is an SQL that you will need to put in there. The only thing that you need to add it, because it looks like this, it's, on the red side, you need to put the ASIN. How do you do this? You pair it with a reorder coupon. We got more than 1,300 clips on it and redeems on this specific I would say strategy when combining the 2 together, and that was it. I think I made it.
Okay, yeah, you made it. Almost made it. I gave you a few seconds because
thank you.
Because of your last name.
This is how you can reach out. But yeah,
Okay.
never. I'm stopping my screen share right now. But
Oh.
yeah, I'm so excited about this. I knew this was not a 5-minute presentation, but I just wanted to give you like the AB steps on, the first steps how to start with AMC. And believe me,
Thank you.
you will not regret it.
Thank you, Anna. So everyone, this was the WASP hack. Anna, Podurario, AMC, the new way of advertising on Amazon. If you like our hack, you'll be able to vote in a few minutes. And now you can get in touch with everybody tomorrow because we're going to send the recording. And now, guys, we're going to vote. So 5 minutes is the magic number today. In the meantime, I'm going to share our sponsors today because they make this possible. So, guys, I'm going to start the poll and finally would be able to vote. So let me know if you see the poll. Do you guys see it? The poll is live, so you guys can start actually voting. Okay, guys, you have 5 minutes to vote. I'm gonna share my screen to give a big shout out to our sponsors today, and then we can actually close the slide at the end. Okay, guys, again, I'm gonna mention our great sponsors. Scott was first. So Scott is the founder of Smart Scout. They were powering content for the AI era. You can uncover data points and signals that set you up for profit and dominance over your competition and long-term success. Am I sharing my screen, by the way? No, I'm not. I'm just talking. Okay, that's dumb. Anyways, okay, guys, so you see me, you should be able to see my screen. So again, that's 𝗪𝗀, our title sponsor today. And if you like to use their software to power content for the era, so uncover actionable data points and signals that set you for profit dominance over competition and long-term success. Uncover market trends, growing and declining categories, research any brand, product, or seller, reverse engineer competitor ad strategies, Amazon AI scorecard, and visibility monitor, access to data to support any growth strategy on Amazon. You can get 50% off for 3 months with 𝗪𝗀 and 10 days free to check it out. Scan the QR code. And we're going to send that tomorrow with the recording. So if you don't have your phone, don't worry, you'll be able to claim that tomorrow. And then we go to our next sponsor, expansion to Europe, Blueprint by 𝗕𝗃. In simple words, if you're not in Europe, send us your brand, website, or product here. We're going to tell you if you should even bother with Europe. And if you do that, we're going to take care of everything. VAT, product compliance for our partners in logistics. And we're even going to supplement your growth because we have some great discounts. So don't be scared. Europe is great for vacation, but it's great for expansion as well. You can also make some money here. Then we go to 𝗵𝗰𝗇's, Klaidas, his sold his hack. If you like it, vote for him. And he's the founder of 𝗵𝗰𝗇's, which is a full-service Amazon account management agency, trusted to scale brands from 50K to 30 million. They do brand registry, PDP optimization, and catalog management of your plate detection. A long-term structured PPC strategy aligned with your goals, dedicated account executive for your brand, clear ongoing communication with the 𝗵𝗰𝗇's team, and get it. You can actually enroll the €500 off first for the first full account management fee. So again, you can scan the QR code. And again, of course, you're going to get that in an email tomorrow, and you can do that as well. Okay, then we go to TraceFuse, Shane. TraceFuse is the only AI-driven solution that detects negative reviews outside of Amazon policy and guidelines. So never miss a damaging review again. You're going to lose sales. So check out their Rufus review sign-on checklist, get it for free, and you can scan the QR code here. Okay, now we go to our next hacker, 𝗬𝗓 and Alina Vlaic. I can scan her QR code and you can unlock 50% off for the first 100 orders. They've done 6,000 successful launches and 97.9% success rate. They've helped over 5,000 brands from startups to 9-figure enterprises to achieve top visibility across Amazon, Walmart, TikTok Shop, and more. So scan the QR code if you would like to claim her offer. Okay, now we go to Swap. Customers don't belong to platforms. Amazon is super protective of that. So Swaps is going to help Amazon sellers increase repeat purchases, build customer loyalty, and grow reviews. You can scan the QR code and actually get unlimited swaps in campaign. So you only pay for customers you actually capture and reviews you actually get. So no brainer, guys. Take advantage of that. Scan the QR code for Swap. And now we go to Seller Advisor, James Bond stuff again. Clone your competitors' best images. AI-powered visual analysis for maximum Amazon sales. You can start the free trial, check it out, and see if you can become James Bond without all the action there. So you get 30% discount offer after the free trial on their monthly or annual plans. You can use coupon code SellerAdvisor35. Offer expires in 2 days on February 1st. And our last sponsor today is Poll Anything AI, the only poll that tells you why. You can scan the QR code and you can save 50% off for 3 months or $150. You're going to get 100 times faster than human panels. AI reviews exactly why images convert or don't. Auto-generate winning alternatives. And let's see who is going to win the 2000. Actually, it's euros, it's not dollars, so it's more than that. So let's see who is our winner today. But time is not okay. So 1, 2, and time is up. So let me see who won the hack series, guys. Let me see. Let me check it out. So okay, guys. So we have a winner, and we have Amy winning again, back-to-back titles. So Amy, number 14, she has 19%. Lana, You got 14, so you're number 2. So you almost won it. So, and let's see who is number 3.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
Everybody did
Julio.
such a great job though. Like you guys just need to combine all the hacks and then you have like super amazing skills.
Yeah, and Jay, I know that you're very worried, man, because it's your first session, but you got number 3, man. So if you leave the pressure at home, you might win it next time. So guys, I know what we do those sessions because otherwise you need to go to Prosper. You need to pay big money to actually see those guys sharing hacks. They're sharing the glimpse, 5 minutes. You can get in touch with them and you can get all the stuff where you can work with them. So I strongly recommend that you check out and wait for the recording tomorrow. You're gonna get the slides, you're gonna get everything, and of course, get in touch with our speakers today. And thanks for giving us 2 hours or more from your time. And I hope that you can use some of those strategies to actually excel your Amazon business this year. And we're gonna see you for our next webinar. So thanks to everybody. Thanks for our speakers and sponsors. So I want to wish everybody have a good day, have a good night, have a great wife, and I'm gonna see you again in a month with our next and first Shopify Hack Series webinar. So adios, muchachos. Bye, everyone.